What's up, guys? Another day here at Wired Customs. I have this 4/8 box here. We're about to cut the port opening, and I'll show you how I do the ports. I do the ports a little different nowadays than what I used to a year or two ago, and I think I do them differently than most people do them. I figured out a way that works well and totally hides the mounting part of the port, and it flushes it in completely. I love it. I love how I create these. So I'm gonna let you guys look at this portion of it. I've already got everything measured out here. I know exactly where I want my hole to start, and then we copy that on the right portion as well. So let's get it. We always drill a pilot hole that's smaller than what we're gonna need it for, because our hole saws have a huge drill bit and it's hard to get that exactly where you want it at. All of these small little things that we do, we've learned because we've screwed up. So, all right, put that right there so I can push on it pretty hard. All right, so the very first one, we're gonna do a smaller cutout. I mean, just a hair smaller than what the port diameter is. That way it can be totally hidden. Totally hidden up in there. Looks like we need a new hole saw. And we're gonna go through the first layer and stop. Almost there. All right, there's that. Flip it around. Cut that one out. There's that one. Put our larger one in there. Now, this is the tricky part. We're gonna pop this panel off right here, which will be our beauty panel. And then we have our exposed portion. The reason it needs to be larger is this is 4 inches from here to here, but it's curved right here. So if you were to cut out just 4 inches, then it's gonna stop right here and not push all the way in. This one here, we're gonna have to push hard on. We're gonna clamp the box down so it can't scoot on us. That thing is getting really hot, really hot. Now we'll flip it around and do it again over there. I'm gonna stop the little video here, but now we'll be able to slide our port in. But how do we hide the mounting where we're gonna have to screw it into? Well, there's actually an easy way. So this panel will go on it, but right now, of course, there's a gap there because the port's in the way. So on the rear portion here, we're gonna router out a large 1 inches of and go into the material to allow it to not push up against the screws when we screw this port in. And then it will be flush mounted completely. Stay tuned. At the very end, you'll understand what I'm talking about. This is how I try to do all of my ports nowadays. Thank you. All right, guys, this is the router bit that I was talking about. It's a huge rabbit bit. When you turn it on, it sounds like a helicopter. The very first time I turned that thing on, it scared the hell out of me, and I was scared to use it. But you just got to be careful with it. It is one of the most dangerous router bits in our industry, but we have to use it, so you have to man up. Again, the reason we have to make this cut is because once we put the port in, there's, of course, where it sticks out right there. We could either bring this in or bring the rear portion down a little lower. That way it clears it. I don't really want to take material off of the enclosure portion because that part needs to be as strong as possible. All right, let's get it. Again, this is one of the most scariest router bits in our industry. It is the most scary. All right, if you notice, this is the cut it just created. Port, once it's in the enclosure, we'll squeeze in here. It will squeeze up into the channel. Looks like we have to do a little bit more, but it'll squeeze up into the channel, and we can screw it in and it'll be strong. Okay, hopefully that helped.